happy new year, I guess. It's currently the 2nd of January. I'm back in the studio after having, I think, 10 days away from drawing completely, but I've had about 2 weeks off, so I have come back like really super duper eager to do some work. I have been doing some sneaky bits here and there, like packaging up some orders in between, like that Christmas lull between Christmas and New Year. You got those 3 days, and I was like, what's going on? Yeah, so I have kind of been in and done some packaging, and I've also done a few live streams over on Twitch and things, but today is like the first proper full day or half day back in the studio. So what I have to do today is a load of admin. Not really much drawing to start the day. I did admin yesterday as well because I decided to do a 20% off for 2020, like the beginning, like a new year, not sale but an offer for annual subscriptions on my Club Puffin on my website. By the time this goes live, it will have finished. But if you want to make sure that you're in for the next one, then make sure you sign up to my tutorial mailing list. I'll leave the link below for you guys. But yeah, I scheduled all of the emails like beginning of the week, and that's all done. So I don't really have to do anything for that. I just have to, with the new subscriptions that come in, I just have to, if they want a subscription box, print off a address label. That's the word I was looking for. So that's practically all I need to do for that, and then answer any questions that come in. I have one question which isn't regarding the offer or anything. It's an older subscription that I need to sort out. But yeah, I have also sorted the dashboard for the Club Puffin as well. I've completely changed it, so now when you log in, you have a little box that tells you when the next live session is, and you have like a little button that you can click, so it takes you to your email, so you can ask a question or submit a critique or anything like that, which is super easy rather than having to rely on a post in the Facebook group. And then there's just like little boxes of links to the full tutorials, techniques, and all of the other stuff that's on offer. Instead of just having like a full list and a menu that wasn't really obvious, I now have like specifically coloured boxes that kind of draw your eye, and you can go, oh yes, that's where I need to go. And also I filtered the tutorials into easy, medium and hard, so instead of having to look through the list, if you know that you want an easy tutorial, then you just have to click the easy button and it'll take you to a list of all of the easy tutorials. I think it's so much better. I haven't had any problems so far, just a couple of login issues, but that is pretty much the standard. But yeah, I am really excited. So I've decided to take advice. Thank you for all of your comments on the last studio vlog where I said that I needed to take a break. I have taken a break, semi-taken a break, and a lot of you said that like the content that I'm putting out, not to worry too much, like if I don't put out as much, and I'm really taking that on board, and I'm just going to go with the minimum of 1 tutorial a month and really relieve the pressure off myself and work on some personal projects, at least for like the first couple of months of this year, just to try and get back some of that initial spark. And then obviously as the year goes on, if I want to add more than 1 tutorial, I can do. And a really good suggestion from one of you about Patreon was to do, instead of getting rid of the $5 tier, to have it as access to all of the previous tutorials, but not actually upload, like as I understood it, any new content to the $5 tier. So you just have the $10 and the $14. So the $10 would get the tutorial month as well as the $14, but the $14 gets the live streams and the access to critiques and stuff. I think that's a much better way to go forward, and I need to update Patreon to reflect those changes. I do expect like a little bit of fallout, like in regards to income, like possibly some people will jump ship, I don't know, but I'm not too fussed about it, because as I move forward I need to make this really sustainable in terms for mental health, as well as like the more a subscription service grows, the more admin that you need to do, like even the admin with critiques and other things, that all grows the more members that you get. So the more members that I get, I do expect that I won't be able to do as much drawing, but yeah. that's my plan, and I really do thank you for your advice and your encouragement and all of the comments on the last video. I'm actually going to go through them either today or tomorrow and just reply to them as well, just to say that I appreciate you guys. It's really, really kind, really good support. One thing that I did get told about whilst I was in my break was to do with YouTube channel memberships. I'm not sure whether to enable this or not, because I was going to kind of create memberships kind of like Patreon, but I'm not sure. I'm going to look into it more and I'll give you guys some more info the more I know about it. But it's something that I'm going to look into potentially having up, because I know that I've got some like hardcore fans. A couple of people I see comment on every video and are really supportive, so if you don't want like Patreon for tutorials and you just want to support, then that might be an option for some people, but I don't know. I'm not sure if that's the route that I want to go down. Yeah, so I just have some admin to do, some labels to print. I don't have any boxes to make. I do need to order some enamel pins because I'm completely out, and I also want to order a new enamel pin design and just kind of have that in stock and see how it goes. I think it would be good stock for Etsy, and also I just enjoy designing enamel pins and the whole enamel pin process, like having to do the backing cards and everything. I just really enjoy that, and I like to stream that over on Twitch as well, and I know people like to watch that, so I'm thinking of designing another enamel pin, so I might do that today. But it's pretty much just a chill day. Gonna jot some things down in my planner. So I have filled out pretty much everything like in this Maker's Yearbook thing, so I've started to fill that out. I've got my goal for this week, which I have completed, so we're pretty much good to go, and I'm pretty much just gonna like start the week properly on Monday. It's always a little bit weird when you're like starting work like halfway through a week, I find anyway. But yeah, let's see how this goes. One thing I did do is change my hair. So it was just yellow, and I decided new year, new hair, new start. I decided to change it up, so I have incorporated, it's not coming across too well on video, but there's still bits of yellow in there, but I've also put some red and some pink as well. There's a little bit more. You put it like this, you can see it more. Basically, yeah, I just included all of those kind of warm tones, and I really like the outcome. I kind of look a little bit like a fruit salad, which I'm not angry about. Good afternoon. It is Friday the 3rd of January and I am sitting down in the studio to do an afternoon of work. So today, this morning I've just done a few admin bits. I've checked emails, answered emails, and then printed off receipts for new subscribers that have followed the offer link in the second email that I sent out, so that's good. I've got a couple of boxes made up for those. I've also had a scheduled post go out on my Facebook page about commissions. Let me just try and find the page, or the post that I actually put out. So I decided that I wanted to start to do commissions again. Not like loads of commissions. I don't want to like get back into just commissions, but I thought it would be nice to work on a few like here and there throughout the year, just to kind of break up the kind of tone of tutorials and personal work. And I really love working with clients and creating something and getting that response. I really miss that. So I thought that I would open up 8 slots for this year for private commissions. So I've put that post up. Plus I've also had a couple of people message me regarding commissions, and I was like, do I want to do it? Do I not want to do it? But I decided that I am opening commissions, just limited slots, so I can work on them like in my own time. There's no pressure, like I haven't got like a full book to work to or anything like that. It's just nice and easy, nice and relaxed. Yeah, so I've put that post up with a few examples of like previous pet portraits, and yeah, hopefully there's some bookings from that. I'm not going to be too annoyed if there isn't, because I'm still going to focus on tutorial work anyway, but I just thought it'd be nice to have commissions, like if people message me and want them. I'm going to be working on a few like more kind of pet portrait tutorial based kind of things this year, because I know a lot of my students actually want to get into like doing pet portraits, so I want to go back and kind of focus a few tutorials onto some of the main aspects of pet portraits. And one of the things I was actually toying with the idea with doing this year is creating some video resources like on how to run your pet portrait business, or how to run like an art business in general, because I know a lot of my followers actually want to do that as well. So that's something that I wish to set up as like a side part to the tutorials on my Club Puffin area. I'm still kind of working out what I want to do with that, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm working towards. And if you guys want to see any videos or hear my thoughts on running an art business or pet portraits or anything to do with that kind of thing, I'm totally up for making those kinds of videos. So if you have any questions or anything that you want to kind of learn about that side, then pop some questions below, because I know that I have quite a lot of followers that actually want to get into art and do that as a job for themselves. So I want to help you guys out. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've done so far today. I'm just cooking some vegan nuggets, and I'm also going to cook up some leeks and cabbage as well, and some broccoli, and have that for lunch. Feeling quite woke up with a headache because I actually slept a little bit too long today, so I've woken up with a little bit of a headache, so I'm trying to alleviate that by drinking lots of water. I think I'm also a little bit too hot. I've got this thick very pink jumper on, which I don't think is really helping me too much. But yeah, the rest of the day I'm just going to work on the wolves. You can kind of see just, oh gosh, I'm terrible at looking in the camera. You can see just how kind of far I've got a leg, and I've got the back side of the first wolf done. So now I just need to continue with that sort of orangey kind of looking wolf there. Yeah, so I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work with as much natural light as possible. Yesterday I ended up streaming the wolves. I'm not going to do that today because I'm not in the capacity to kind of entertain. Just kind of want to chill out with some music, get drawing on those. Yeah, that's my plan. So I'm going to record a little bit of footage of the wolves. Also, I'm going to cut the studio vlog here today, because then I can start recording next week on Monday, and then that will be the following week. So this will be uploaded on the Wednesday, so you'll be kind of a few days behind like normal. So should all be good and should all even itself out. But yeah, I'm gonna have my lunch and get on with some drawing.